Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have a whole bunch of problems if you're traveling to the UK this weekend and the upcoming week. We also have a cruise line that passengers showed up for their cruise and they said, oh, by the way, yeah, we're not sailing today. Your cruise is canceled. And then we have some other news in cruising where some cruise ships are sailing for the first time in 6 years out of this port. Okay, I need this morning. I need some coffee. I got back late Saturday afternoon from Florida, and Sunday was our family Christmas get-together where I had about 15 people in the house, and I was cooking turkey, ham, potatoes, corn on the cob, carrots, dessert, all that. And I had to get the house ready and make sure everything was done, and it went off without a hitch. I'm proud to say everyone loved the food, and I thought it was going to be horrible because the gravy didn't seem to want to thicken, and I had to keep trying to thicken it up, and I said, oh my God, it's going to be a disaster. And it turned out to be pretty darn good. The food was delicious, and the kids enjoyed themselves. It was a great Christmas. I got to see my family, and the reason we did it early is because my daughter is a nurse, so she has to work that weekend, so we wanted to make sure we can get the whole family together. So the house was full, and the kids were super well behaved. So well behaved. Just sitting there waiting for the presents to be handed out and being quiet, and it was amazing. It was amazing that how well behaved my grandkids and my nephew's kids are as well. But on with some news stories. The news never slows down. We have a cruise ship sailing out of Galveston for the first time in 6 years. That's why it's a big deal. The Ruby Princess is now sailing out of Texas for the first time in 6 years. Hopefully, I mean, that port is growing and growing and growing. There's even talk of expansion there. We got more and more ships. The Allure is there. It's just becoming a huge port, and the more ports we can leaving and less travel for people to the same cities all the time is only a good thing as far as I'm concerned. But speaking of traveling, oh my gosh, folks, are you in for a world of interesting travel, shall we say, if you're traveling to the UK this holiday, because the passport office and immigration service at the airports, well, yeah, they're going on strike. That's right. Merry Christmas, everybody. We're going to go on strike and interrupt your travels because it's the best negotiation tactics we have is to interrupt the airlines as much as possible. They're expecting possible lines of 3 hours to 4 hours just to get through immigration. And with the holiday season as busy as the Christmas holiday season can be for flights and traveling, well, you can only imagine just how busy these airports can be and how crazy it's going to be and how frustrating it's going to be for some people who are traveling both leaving and coming into the country. Not only that, to top that off, people are saying, well, if I can't fly, maybe, if I'm going local or just to the country beside, I'll take the train, right? I'll take the train. Well, no, you're not, because 6 train stations will be going on strike Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, everybody. Christmas Eve for a 48-hour walkout strike at the railways for passenger trains. So if you thought maybe I can get away from the airport and I'll go on the trains, now that's not going to be an option neither. They're saying that this interruption, this holiday season, could be so bad because now that you're cutting down the trains, you're slowing down the airports, people are going to try and avoid those things, and they're going to go to the roads. And they're expecting a possibility of double the normal holiday traffic on the highways this season. Let's just hope they don't get a huge snowfall or a pouring down of a storm of any kind to go along with this. Just remember, folks, it's the holiday season. Try and stay in a good mood. I know that strikes and interruptions are beyond our control and stuff like that, and there's nothing we can do about it other than try and get through it and not blame the person beside you who's in the same predicament, and keep the tempers down and just remember it's not their fault, it's somebody else's fault. And yeah, it's a possibility of a real mess if you're traveling into the UK in that this holiday season. I wish you all the luck in the world. I really do. Okay. Now well, you think that was bad. You think that sounds bad. Well, how would you like to show up for your cruise, and as you're going to your cruise, they say, oh, so a little hiccup. We have a little hiccup, folks. Yeah, we're not going to sail. Turn around and we'll see you later. In other words, you're not getting on the ship, period. And that's what happened. Some people heading down to Ambassador Cruise Line, where they found out they were supposed to get on the ship on the 18th for a 3-day festive holiday cruise. And apparently there was an issue with one of the lifeboats. Either the operation of the lifeboat or getting the lifeboat into the water, the hooks. And so they said, yeah, due to an abundance of caution, a phrase really brought on by the pandemic, they are going to cancel the cruise. Now, there's no word of what they're doing for these folks. Are they giving them any compensation? Like, they're obviously going to have to give them their money back. But I mean, they were supposed to get on the ship that morning when they were told they're not going out. Can you only imagine, like, you've flown to this location, you've paid for hotels, and now you're not getting on that cruise. Hopefully it's just a lot of local people. And the worst case scenario is they've lost a few days off their job that they took holidays for, or gas money. But I mean, you're all set. Here we go. We're going on our cruise. It's a festive holiday. It's a quick cruise. It's going to be fun. It's a nice luxury ship. And they just say, sorry, we're not going. And they tell you on the way to the ship. Yeah, some rough travels going on right now for a bunch of people. The UK is going to be a mess this holiday season. I wish you all the luck, but stay merry, folks. Stay jolly, and just try and get through the holiday season if you're traveling. And to those people on the Ambassador Cruise Lines, I'm sorry that happened to you, and hopefully they compensate you in a really good way, and you can rebook another cruise, and maybe even get, more things on the next cruise. Well, I hope you guys appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world, including Australia. 9 days, Australia coming up very soon. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.